Okay, so I got a question via email about navigating through your Facebook page. You might be familiar with navigating your personal Facebook page, but then when it comes to being on a Facebook business page instead of a personal timeline, you might not be so much of an expert. So if this is new for you, if we're going to go right through a few things here to kind of show you. So when you get logged into your veterinary hospital's Facebook business page, it's going to look like this. So here's my hospital. You'll see down here you've got your cover photo, you've got your profile picture. You can edit either of those by hovering over them, and you'll be able to change them. And I'll be posting a sizing guide very soon on snoutschool.com that will tell you about the sizes for those, because I know that's always a pain. If you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see things like your ratings, how many people are talking about you, checking in. I don't get a lot of check-ins in my area, but I know some people in cities really do. But you'll see this kind of information about contacting the practice. And then you've got custom apps here. I have a custom app from woobox.com that will bring you right to make an appointment on our website or to Pinterest. Woobox is something that is in the resource tool library on snoutschool.com. And it's really easy to use and it's free, so you can never beat that, right? So that's a really quick, easy way to customize what you're seeing right here in your apps section. But yeah, so you scroll down a little bit, you'll see posts from other people, you'll see your own posts. For example, we've got my little Brussels Griffin Archer here wearing his shameless cone that he just got. It's a little record design on that. Those are too cute. So anyway, you'll see all this. You'll see your reviews, pages you like, and whatnot. Maybe some bulldog puppies if you're lucky. All right, so let's get down to the things that are really different about a business page, though, versus your personal timeline. To edit this, you're going to click right up in here, edit page. That's where you're going to edit things like your page info, which is important. You want to make sure all of this is correct, especially if you claimed a listing that Facebook already made for you, because sometimes they have your times that you're open wrong and your address wrong, things like that. So make sure this all is correct and save all of that. And then this is also where you can get your custom Facebook URL instead of it being like facebook.com XYZ LMNOP QRS, whatever the heck it leaves you with. You can actually have it be facebook.com/yourvethospital. That's where you change that. Once you have, I think it's around 25 likes, they'll let you do that. But yeah, so edit all of this stuff. Make sure that looks good for you. The description's important for your SEO. Make sure it mentions veterinarian and where you are and any other little keywords you want there. Mine probably needs some work now that I'm looking at them. This is a never-ending process, and like I said, I'm not an expert in this. I'm just trying to share what I've learned to make it a little easier for you guys. Now, if you click, you'll go to settings here. This is also important because you can kind of change things that you may or may not like. For me, I do not like people sending me messages on Facebook, like private inbox messages. And that's just because it's just another inbox to check, and I hate ever missing somebody's message. So I really like to make sure that they're sending emails instead. So I have that switched off. You can change a couple other things here too. So take a peek at those under the settings to see what fits you. Another great thing is if you have multiple people that might want to be involved in your Facebook page at your practice, which is great. It's great to have help and get different people involved. You can add in different admins in here, and they can have different abilities. Like I'm a manager, so I can do certain things. Melissa, she has different roles that she's allowed to do. So whoever's at your practice, you can add in here, and they can have specific roles within your practice. So that's where you would add them in if you want other people to be able to get into your hospital's Facebook. So if we go back here let's see. And excuse my voice, I'm a little bit sick right now. I think everybody is this time of year. So the other thing is on this main screen is build audience. That is where you can invite email contacts, or of course Facebook wants you to promote your page because that's where you're going to pay them for advertisements. I will be getting into on snoutschool.com more about Facebook ads. Be careful with these. Don't start that until you know what you're doing. I definitely wasted some money on them. Not a lot, but I definitely wasted some money on them in the beginning. You have to know what you're doing with them. Now I don't use them too often, but I've had some really good success with a few tips and tricks that I'll be sharing at snoutschool.com. Now, the best thing, if you read my post about the difference between a Facebook personal timeline and a Facebook business page for your veterinary hospital, which is what you want to have, the most important thing here is your insights, in my opinion. So the insights are these little things here. They're kind of like analytics about your posts. You click here, though, you'll get a full version. So this is going to show you about page likes, post reach, engagement, how individual posts are doing. It will tell you demographic information about the people that like your page, when they're on your page, all sorts of great stuff. So if you look here, you can see like a post I just put up very recently. Obviously isn't going to have as much reach and engagement yet. Reach is kind of like the impressions you're making on people if they scroll by your posts in their news feed, but maybe they didn't interact with them. Like if you scroll by and you see posts and you know, are aware that they're there, but you didn't actually like it or comment on it, that's reach. So that's what you're seeing in the yellow. Then you're seeing over here engagement, which is what we really want to look at. Over here, you're looking at any sort of post clicks. Like I like to put links in my posts, no matter what it is, to our website a lot of times, just so that if people see that Facebook post and remember, oh, hey, I needed to schedule an appointment for my dog, they're going to click it and go schedule an appointment on my website. So I like to put that there, or blog posts, stuff like that. So if they're clicking through to different pages, that's the blue color. Then this reddish color, I guess that's red. That is your likes, comments, and shares. That is really important. Likes are awesome. Comments are even better. When people comment on your posts, that is really great. A good example of that is right here. This is a post that I made, let's see, right here, with pictures of Great Dane puppies and English Bulldog puppies that came in yesterday. Obviously, people liked that. But yeah, they literally did just like it, though. You don't write as many comments on something like that. That's just a picture. So you're looking at this reach here for that post. That was just a picture. But interestingly enough, I posted a status that was just writing no picture prior to posting. And I said, we have a Q overload at QVVH right now. There's 2 litters of puppies. Can you guess which 2 breeds? People love guessing stuff. They love contests and quizzes. They really like that kind of stuff. So a simple thing like that, just asking about what breed of puppies you think we're going to post pictures of in a bit, that actually got almost as much engagement as the actual pictures, because a comment is worth more than a like. So now let's look through here. You can see more about your posts and when they're getting seen here under the posts category. For me, I know that most people for my page are online in the kind of early evening. I try to tend to post around then if I can, especially if I'm doing contest-related things. Around like 6:30 works well for me, but definitely take a look at this and you'll see when people are online. It also shows by day, but honestly, people are online on Facebook every day. It's the time that's a different category, because I mean, look, like if you post something at 6 a.m. because maybe you're a morning person, 335 people are going to see it, whereas if you posted it around 8 p.m., 676 people. So when do you want to post? Think about that. And then there's some more data here about the posts that we've had, what did well, what didn't do so well. Because as I've really said, I'm not a total expert in this. I'm learning. Stuff changes all the time in social media too. So you never know what the heck is going to work as well. But that's what I'm here to do, is kind of really share the things that I know that work. So like I was saying before with that example, asking a question, that almost always works. If you ask a question, people tend to get involved. If you ask something, that works well. And when in doubt, cute pictures of puppies never hurt. But you know what? We've got posts here, like our QVVH quiz is a contest we do. That's a client ed contest. And look right here, I mean, that's educational, and you've got 661 people reached with that post. If you look a little bit back, I know we did one that did really well. You know, so 1,200 people saw another educational post here. So it doesn't always just have to be fun, silly stuff. You can really do great stuff with client education with your posts. This was another thing. I don't know if you guys got inundated with questions about canine circovirus. We did. I don't know why, because it's at this point not really that big of a deal, but we did a little blog post just to kind of quell fears about it and talk about, we have lots of issues with parvo in our area right now, so talking about parvo and canine influenza, things you can actually vaccinate against, we talked about, and you know, that got a good amount of click-throughs and interaction to our blog. So it's a great way to promote blog posts, definitely with a picture always. So yeah, that is a little basic bit about your insights about the posts. You can also see more about the people. Most likely you're going to have mostly women. It's just the way that social media works with veterinary hospitals. I'm yet to find a vet hospital that has more men engaging with their posts than women. If that's the case at your hospital, please let me know, because I would like to know about that. But yep, you can see here what the age groups are, and more about the demographics, maybe specific towns. Apparently we have somebody in Morocco, who knows. Anyway, you can learn more though about the people that engage with your posts. And I mean, keep it in mind too, if you are maybe a male that is managing social media for your practice, bear in mind that most of the time it is going to be for women. So you kind of can go, you know, on a little bit of the cuter side and mushier side, not to totally make stereotypes, but with your posts, because it's not usually men that are interacting with the veterinary hospital Facebook as much. I hope that doesn't sound bad, but I'm just here to be honest, really. All right, so if we go back though, you'll be back on your main page. So those are just some kind of general bits and pieces of information about how to navigate through your page. If you have more questions or anything, this is my first video that I'm actually making, so I hope it's not too awful, but thanks for kind of bearing with me through it. Definitely shoot me an email over at snoutschool.com under the contact page, or tweet me. It's at Danielle Snout. If you have any questions, I'm really more than happy to answer them, because I'm here to kind of just share what I know, and if I don't know, I'll investigate it for you, because I like this stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and make your way over to snoutschool.com. Thanks.